Alrighty, Mr. Squarepantses, it's time to see how well you guys have been doing. Wait a minute! Sup?
Where did he go?
I don't know, man. You were the only person in here with him. You have to have known where he went. Beats the hell out of me.
Ha! I get it! Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a very fun video for you here, because today, we have a very special guest, since I felt like it was a very appropriate occasion, given the type of movie that we are talking about today. Everybody, please welcome my imaginary friend, Fling Flam. Thanks for joining us, Fling Flam. How are you doing? Oh, Fling Flam, you always were pretty good with words. Anyway, writer-director of A Quiet Place Parts 1 and 2, and also Jim from The Office, John Krasinski brings us a brand new family film that is all about the wonderment and imagination of childhood. It follows a little girl. Yeah, her dad's in the hospital. She's staying in the city with her grandma. And then in the same building, there lives Ryan Reynolds. And Ryan Reynolds, he can see imaginary friends, and so can this little girl. And so the two of them team up to try and find all these imaginary friends some new kids. Now, I've seen a lot of people try to compare this movie to Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. In fact, a lot of people kind of consider this an unofficial live-action adaptation of Foster's. Me personally, I think that the film is different enough from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It definitely does try to do its own thing with the concept of imaginary friends. In fact, this isn't the only movie this year to come out around imaginary friends. I'm pretty sure you already forgot about Imaginary. Did you remember Imaginary came out this year? In fact, the film does in fact pay tribute to imaginary friends movies of old, since the characters are seen watching Harvey in one scene. Which, can we just acknowledge the fact that Harvey is one of those classics that nobody seems to really talk about these days? Like, do people just, like, forget about Harvey in general? Like, this is one of Jimmy Stewart's best movies. The point of Harvey's legacy just going to be the characters watching it in this movie and that one reference in Roger Rabbit. But anyway, back to If. When trying to market this movie, Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski said that what they were trying to go for was a live-action Pixar film. And watching the movie, you can definitely see where that Pixar influence came in. There are a lot of emotional moments that could very well get at a lot of people's hearts. And much like a lot of Pixar's greatest works, this is a family film in its purest form. Stuff of value for both the kids and the adults at equal value. However, there are a lot of different themes about childhood and memories and nostalgia, the stress of adulthood, trying to regain that sense of childhood wonder. Pretty much all of that is for the adults. So in a way, this movie is less for kids and more for adults who remember what it was like being a kid. Those adults who, through all the constant stress and hardships of adulthood, kind of want that sense of childhood whimsy back into their lives. Because adulthood is scary, it's uncertain, and having somebody there for you that will say, you're just going to be okay, you're doing everything fine, that can be comforting. The animation, I feel, is also a pretty strong aspect of the film, making complete sense on why it would be more stylized and cartoony as opposed to more realistic textures like, say, the Sonic movies, because these are all characters created by children, so naturally they would look like something a kid would make, like, I don't know, a cartoon character, big purple monster, or something like that. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't try to imagine a stupid cartoon. Isn't that right, Fling Flam? Yeah, exactly. And why did Princess Diana have to do it like that? Moving on over to the performances, I feel like the kid who played Bee was a extremely strong child actress. Like, she carries this entire film. She is the star. Like, Ryan Reynolds might be like the big name that will get in the adults, but like, she is the star of this film. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, it is a very un-Ryan Reynolds type of role for him. Like, this is not the typical character that he usually plays, especially recently. He's not just playing Deadpool without the mask. He is actually a pretty decent performance in this film. I thought about the character of the dad played by John Krasinski for a little bit, and I kind of started to question his role and purpose in the film. Because before I watched this movie, I saw the Jeremy Johns video, and he said in that he didn't really see the point of that character and felt that he was only in there because John Krasinski wanted to be in the movie. I would have to disagree. I feel like the way this film works, you kind of have to have the dad in there. The dad serves a thematic purpose for, yes, the dad's situation is not good. Like, the situation that B is in with her dad, like this is not good. It's not good. Like, he's in the hospital. He's trying to be optimistic about it. And his optimism and his sense of childhood wonder is still there. That's what's getting him through that part of his life. And that is basically what he is trying to show B throughout this film, to keep that sense of childhood wonder. And it's also essentially what Ryan Reynolds is trying to do throughout this entire movie. Without getting into spoilers, that is pretty much the purpose of his entire role in the film. Now, the film does have some structure issues, especially towards the third act, where it kind of just goes off in a bit of a weird place towards the end. Like, okay, we're doing this now? This is not where I felt like the movie probably should go or felt like it was naturally leading to. But okay, we're doing this now just to get that emotional Pixar ending? Okay. Plus, some of the casting decisions were questionable. Like Steve Carell is Blue, that makes perfect sense. But the grand majority of the imaginary friends are celebrity voices, which doesn't really make sense to me because only 3 of them really affect the plot in any way. Like, they're all just glorified cameos at that point. Like, if you're gonna do that, why not just get voice actors, in my opinion? Why go through the hassle of trying to get big names? The only one that really makes sense is Emily Blunt, because she's married to the director. And on that note, why go through the trouble of having Bobby Monahan show up in a glorified cameo? I mean, I like Bobby Monahan, but, like, he only has, like, 1 line of dialogue. I don't know. What do you think, Fling Flam? Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't think you can say that anymore, Fling Flam. Regardless on all those nitpicks, If is still a very fun, charming family comedy that both the kids and the adults will get a lot out of. The adults more so than the kids. Sure, it does have some structural issues, and it does fall into some traps that a lot of modern kids' films tend to do, but it is still a fun time at the movie theaters for families. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. What do you guys think? Please let me know down in the comments below. And have you guys seen If? What do you think of it? Please let me know. And also, please be sure to subscribe so that you always be notified of when future Toon Talks get uploaded and see what wacky imaginary friends decide to pop up. But until then, I will see you later. Bye!
It's me, Flim Flam!
Well, it's about time you showed up.
Well, I'm sorry, Phil Muff. I was a little busy doing my zombie nurse activities.
Alright, fine. Let's just film your bit so we can get out of here.
You betcha, buddy!
I am so fucking lost. Well, if I have absolutely no idea where the hell I am, I might as well make the best of the situation. I wonder if a fall from this height would kill me. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I in space? How am I freaking breathing right now?
Oh,
We got to hold on a minute. Wait, what happened? Where am I? What's going on? Whoa. Oh my god.
First.
Whoa. Oh.
I don't know. Workhouses for the poor.